Sometimes I still hear the screams in my dreams. It all started as just another afternoon. Daniel and Marcos convinced me to go to an abandoned house at the edge of the neighborhood. It was one of those places often used for underground parties, full of graffiti and trash. "It's going to be epic," they said. When I arrived, some classmates were already there. They were drinking, laughing, and shouting. The strange thing was seeing Sophia in a corner, gagged and crying, her eyes swollen. I approached to ask what was going on, but Daniel pushed me back with a cruel smile. "Don't get involved," he said. Confused, I tried to reason with them, but their eyes had a dark glint. That's when Marco started pouring gasoline around Sophia. I froze. Everything happened so fast. Daniel pulled out a lighter and, without hesitation, tossed it onto the pool of gasoline. The flames rose immediately, engulfing Sophia's body while her screams tore through the air. My legs locked in place. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The other guys just watched, some laughing, others recording with their phones. I wanted to run, scream, do something, but my feet were glued to the ground. Sophia writhed on the floor, her hands desperately trying to extinguish the flames, while her clothes melted into her skin. The smell of burning flesh filled the air, and some started coughing, but no one moved to help her. After what felt like an eternity, the fire went out. What was left of Sophia was unrecognizable. Daniel and Marcos approached the charred body, still smiling. "No one's going to say anything," Daniel warned, pointing at each of us. "If anyone talks, they'll end up the same." Some nodded silently, while others avoided eye contact. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her face distorted by the flames. The following days were even worse. Everyone pretended nothing had happened. At school, Daniel and Marcos acted as if everything was fine, while I could barely look them in the eye. Their laughter echoed in the hallways, and the silence of the others made it all feel heavier. About a week later, rumors began that Sophia had run away from home. The police asked a few questions, but no one spoke up. I was terrified that they would do the same to me if I said anything. Sometimes, I felt like someone was watching me from the hallway, and at night, I heard faint crackling sounds, like something burning nearby. I even started noticing ash stains on my clothes, even though I hadn't left the house. One afternoon, while coming back from school, I found a note on my desk written in red ink. I saw everything. I was scared, but I tried to convince myself it was just a prank. That night, my phone started receiving messages from an unknown number. They were photos of the abandoned house, the exact spot where Sophia was incinerated. The last message read, "You let it happen too." Since then, the strange events haven't stopped. The windows fog up for no reason, and I see the word coward written in the condensation. Some nights, I hear whispers repeating, "You let it happen too." My mental state is collapsing. I've tried talking to someone, but how can I explain what I saw without ending up dead too? Sometimes, I see reflections of a burning figure in mirrors, and the sound of wood cracking wakes me up in the early hours. 2 days ago, Daniel disappeared. Rumor has it he left town, but I know the truth. This morning, I found another note. One less. Fear is consuming me. Last night, while passing through the park, I swear I saw Sophia among the trees, her skin charred and her eyes hollow. The worst part is that when I got home, written on the bathroom mirror was, "You're next." Today, I woke up with ash marks on my hands and the smell of burnt flesh lingering in my bed. checked my phone. There was a photo of me sleeping, taken from the doorway of my room. The message read, "Are you ready to burn? I don't know how much longer I can take this. I know she's coming for me, and when she does, I'll be as helpless as she was that night at the abandoned house."